us anything. Thank you again for all your questions this month. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, our first question this month comes from Ellie Skelly, who asks, if I'm singing live, how can I keep up the energy if my voice starts to feel tired and sore part way through? Very common question actually, so there's a couple of things that we want to have a look at. Number one, making sure that we've put in all the technical stuff that we needed to when we've been rehearsing. Often when we're performing live, we tend to have to think in terms of the performance and put aside the technical work we've done and just assume that we've done enough work in the rehearsal room. Double checking certain things. Is it in the right key? Have you made sure that we're using the right kind of tone and support muscles for that song? Assuming you've done all that background work and it's only happening when you're singing live, it could be a couple of things. Most common among those is endurance. Remembering that most people's vocal lessons, especially here at Jamm, last 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you're having a catch-up, whereas the average gig's 2 times 45 minutes, which is a bit of an athletic endeavour. You have to build up that kind of endurance in bits. So making sure that you are adequately hydrated, adequately rested, and that we're not letting tension get to us in a show, which brings me to my second point. When we're performing live, often adrenaline and fight or flight response have a tendency to get the better of us. So we want to make sure that we're not over tensing up, that we're not reverting to things like high chest breathing or pushing from the throat when we're singing. So just checking in with yourself when you're performing live. If you're not keen on doing that through songs, you can do it in between songs and just have a quick check-in with yourself. See if you need to amend your posture, amend your breathing, etc. Our third point is to make sure that we are mic'd up and monitored correctly. Is there enough of your voice coming through the monitors at the front of the stage or through your in-ear monitoring system? If you're using earplugs, have you got the right kind of filters in? Are you filtering too much of the sound and therefore can't hear yourself properly, or getting the occlusion effect, therefore not getting the right feedback on your voice, which would in turn make you push a little harder or make you think you need to sing louder than you do? Are you dead on that microphone, or is the gain turned up so high that you're worried about getting close enough to it? Remember, never be more than a fist's distance away from your dynamic microphone. So double checking all of the technical things beforehand. If you have not had the luxury of a sound check, which sometimes happens in competitions and quick turnaround situations, just know how to communicate with your sound engineer on the fly. If you need more sound from the monitor because you cannot hear yourself and it's making you push too hard, which is tiring you out, point to the monitor and just ask to be turned up a little bit. They won't take offense, I promise. So to recap, double check that your technique's all in place and that we're not throwing it away on the basis of adrenaline or nerves or stage fright. If that is an issue, address that in your vocal lessons and make sure that you are adequately monitored and that you can hear yourself properly against all the other instruments or your backing track. Hope that helps.
So, our next question comes from Ian Redfern, and he's wondering how you get away from playing in just set time, like 4/4 standard time, as you're improvising, I suppose, is what he's getting at. So what we can do is we can look at syllables of words. So banana cheesecake would be 5s, so we could go banana cheesecake, banana cheesecake, banana cheesecake, banana cheesecake, banana cheesecake, banana cheesecake. So the B of banana would be your 1. Yeah, or we could do, I don't know, another syllabic thing. If we were looking for 7/8, we could go banana cheesecake. I don't know if they were 2 syllables in it.
Donut.
Donut. Well, banana cheesecake donut for me. It's getting better. But these time signals are getting brilliant. So we can go banana cheesecake donut, banana cheesecake donut, banana cheesecake donut, banana cheesecake donut, banana cheesecake donut. Not only do you get fat with tone, you get fat with fat. Hope that answers your question, eh?
Okay, so our next question is a question that's been asked around the studio recently from some of our new students, which is, what is Jamm Factory? What is it all about? What is this magical, mysterious thing?
What is this like warehouse of awesome stuff.
Exactly that. So I think the best person to explain what goes on in the sessions is one of the original Jam Factory tutors and still current Jam Factory tutor,
OJF.
Mr. Paul Glover. So what happens?
So what happens is you guys get together, you meet new friends, pals, buddies. We kind of team you up with like-minded others, so you're playing kind of similar genres and styles that you're into, but you can also spread your wings by communicating with your team. We get together for an hour, we play songs of your choosing or my choosing, and then you do gigs, which are dead good fun. And you get to meet loads of people. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful time.
Very good, isn't it?
Yeah. I wish I had it when I was a kid.
What are the challenges?
There's some challenges. So we have term by term challenges. So for example, parents pick. So your parents would have picked your song, or in the style of. So we'd have a song and then a style, and you have to smash them together and write a song like that. Or, I don't know, some of them could be, we have to play all the sessions in the dark.
Who knows?
Who knows what's coming next?
Who knows? Jam Factory works on a fortnightly rotation, so you would join one of 6 bands and you would rehearse every 2 weeks, and then every 3 to 4 months we would organise a showcase or a recording session or a video shoot, and that is how you would sort of perform your tracks and your challenges. And it's all fun, so make sure you ask your tutor whether you are at the right stage for that, and we will get you involved as soon as we can.
Don't be scared.
Never be scared.
Thanks again for all your questions. If you've got something you want to ask the team for next month, make sure you get your questions in, as next month will be our Christmas special edition of Ask Us Anything.